Welcome back, adventurers, once again to Let's Play Steins. In the last episode, with the aid of Suzuha Amane's distraction, Rintaro Okabe was able to keep the 42-inch CRT, which is apparently acting as the makeshift lifter, not lever, for the phone wave TBA, just long enough to actually test the newly upgraded phone wave TBA into the time leap machine. And so celebrations, I believe, are in order. But nobody cheers. Well, it's been a few days since we've been working on it. Mayuri seems to think the competition between her and Kurisu is a tie. Then that's Mayuri for you. And Daru is completely exhausted at this point. Honestly, I don't feel like cheering either. And it's not just because I'm tired. We worked around the clock for 3 straight days to finish the time leap machine, but now that it's complete, I realized that part of me never truly believed it would happen. I feel my enthusiasm cooling rapidly, the fire quenched by one stark question. What do we do with it? I mean, sure, we did send a, we had a monumental achievement with sending a D-mail back into the past, and you figuring out how to use it in order to alternate between world lines, but with the time leap machine we still currently have no idea as to what effect it will actually have. I look at Kurisu. She too seems less than enthused now that it's actually finished.
私たち、ひょっとするととんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
I think we created a monster when we inadvertently made the phone wave TBA. I look at the improved phone wave TBA once more. The biggest change is the headgear attached to the X68000, and also the there's a blue clock that wasn't there before, I believe. It looks like something out of a low-budget cyberpunk movie. Fortunately, we don't need nerve jacks or brain chips for it to work. You just need to put it on and let the sensors do the rest. So we're not hacking into the Matrix. And apparently Rintaro goes through his usual spiel of wanting to give it a name.
Heavenly Express.
By giving it a completely unrelated name to its function. Typical Rintaro fashion. And Daru gives his computerized title, his usual naming system. And Mayuri wants to call it Silly Hat Phone Wave Charm. So we've got three names so far. No consensus. That leaves Kurisu Makase. Well, we certainly have more free time than we have now that we've actually completed the new and improved phone wave TBA.
Time leap machine.
And that's a very simple title, if a bit generic, but doable. Daru doesn't seem to agree.
何よ、シンプルイズベストでしょ。この2日間、岡部だってそのネーミングで呼んでたし。
Well, that is relatively true, and also if Mayuri follows it, goes for it, well, that will be all the better because we have 4 conflicting names. So the I believe the deciding vote.
助手はネーミングセンスゼロのようだ。
中二病丸出しのあんたに言われたくない。
Yeah, Kurisu doesn't really have as much of a creative flair for scientific projects, but anyway.
まさかマキセ氏が中二病って言葉を知ってるとは。やるじゃん。
I believe the otaku is strong with this one.
たまたまだから勘違いしないで。
And you used it in its proper context. How curious. A bold-faced lie indeed. She should probably just confess to being an art channeler to save herself from any future embarrassment. Kurisu meets my grin with an icy glare.
マユリ、最終決定権者としてどれか一つ選んでくれ。
Whenever the lab is divided on a name, the right to decide belongs to Mayuri, the tiebreaker, or yeah, pretty much. She's thinking rather carefully.
タイムリープマシンがいいと思います。
And she has chosen to side with Kurisu's idea.
帽子付き電話レンジちゃんとね、すごく迷ったけど。
But she's kind of disappointed that we didn't get to call it Silly Hat Phone Wave Charm.
マユ氏のことだからそうなると思ったぞな。
So, looks like we're sticking with the time leap machine
だ
then.
から言ったでしょ。シンプルイズベストだって。マユリはよくわかってる。
That's probably why she went for that one instead. I want to object, but it's an unwritten rule not to complain once Mayuri has made a decision.
では、
So that's 2 in favor of time leap
決定とす
machine.
る。助手、全員にわかるように、このタイムリープマシンの仕組みについてレクチャーしてくれ。
Just so that us laymen who are not completely knowledgeable in the aspect of neuroscience can follow the process. We know the basics, but we want to hear the more specific details. Kurisu nods and stands in front of the whiteboard.
一
Looks
言で
like
言う
it's
と、
lecture
これ
time.
は記憶をデータ化してリング得意点を通過させ過去へ飛ばす装置。
That is the basic summary of what the time leap machine, or the new and improved phone wave TBA, is designed to do.
電話レンジには偶然にもタイターが語ったタイムマシンとほぼ同じ機能が備えられていた。
By pure blatant serendipity. Also the same way as CERN's Large Hadron Collider, by the way.
リング得意点を生み出し、そのトンネルを通って過去へと36バイトプラスアルファのデータを転送することができる。
And that's a brief review of the D-mail.
局所場して、つまり過去のどこへ到達するかについては携帯電話に限定することでクリアした。
And Kurisu once again explaining that basically using the time leap machine basically negates the any possibility of creating a time paradox, especially by eliminating the possibility of running into yourself in the past.
D メールと違って今回は電話をかける形にしたからメールアドレスじゃなくて電話番号によって局所場指定することになる。
This is basically why having your past self having a phone in the first place is definitely crucial. Given the fact that Rintaro pretty much has his phone on virtually 24/7, he would understandably be one of the best candidates.
生み出されたリング得意点の超重力を安定させ裸にするための電子注入装置 リフターの役割は開花の42型ブラウン管がそれを担ってる。
Many Boffins died to bring us this information. She's explained the basics. Now she'll explain the modification she's made to the phone wave TBA to turn it into the time leap machine.
電話レンジには新たにヘッドギアを接続した。
Is that supposed to be a depiction of the headgear or a really weird emoji? My money's
これ
on
に
the
よって
latter.
側頭葉、正確に言うと海馬の CA3 に蓄積されている記憶の神経パルスパターンを操作するの。
So she's explaining the more about the where the hippocampus is located in the brain and how memories are stored. Does that really have to say hippo? Really? Kurisu? Not that I'm going to interrupt you in your lecture, but I'm trying not to try not to
その
laugh
解
right
析デー
now.
タは VR 技術を用いて神経パルス信号から電気信号へとエンコードしデータ化される。
Visual rebuild, virtual rebuild. Actually, no, it's visual rebuild technology, not virtual reality. Basically, the headgear scans the memory data, converts it into 3.4 terabytes, and converts it into an electrical signal.
データ容量はおよそ 3.24 テラだお。
Apparently, Daru was the one who did the calculations, given that he's more of the programming expert. It's much less than we expected. We are talking about the entirety of a person's memories, not necessarily including their consciousness or anything like that.
ちなみにこのデータにはあらかじめ次元式のデコードプログラムを仕掛けておく。
I believe that's kind of similar to how the phone wave TBA worked when we were sending D-mails.
これはプログラムに詳しい人なら誰でもできるものよ。橋田にプログラムを作ってもらった。
As expected of our wizard class super hacker.
この電気信号データをネットを通してフランスにあるセルンの LHC へと転送。
This building, yeah. Sorry, I was going to read that aloud. This building has a direct line to CERN for some reason, so we can transfer data at insanely high speeds. That's still rather oddly coincidental to me.
3.24 テラのデータを転送するのにかかる時間は
直通回線は1本だけじゃなくて64本が束になってるんだ。だから64分割して並列に送れば。
So apparently if we send the electrical signals in 64
だい
parts,
たい45秒ぐらいでいけると思われ。
roughly between 40 and 50 seconds, but we have to do that with CERN's technology. That is still pretty fast.
LHC を遠隔操作してミニブラックホールを作ったらその周辺で生み出される超重力による無限圧縮を利用してデータを36バイトまで圧縮する。
And of course, thanks to Daru's skills, we can access it directly, the LHC, which we will use remotely to basically compress the data. 3 terabytes is about 3 trillion bytes. Compressing that into just 36 bytes. That's one hell of a squeeze. That's probably why we're planning on using it through the Kerr black hole.
圧縮にも時間がかかるのか。
こっちは一瞬。何しろブラックホールの力使ってるからだいたい23ミリ秒でいける。
That's pretty much the same as the the D-mail, except this time, unlike the D-mail, hopefully nothing gets lost in the compression process.
ちなみにバイナリデータの超圧縮はミニブラックホール周辺でのみ有効よ。そこから離れた時点でデータは勝手に回答を始めてしまう。
That would be a problem, so it would actually have to be sent to the recipient pretty quickly. Or maybe,
解凍までにかかる時間も圧縮時と同じ23ミリ秒。
So, sent from the brain, through as a signal, through the time leap machine to CERN, retrieved back to time machine after it's been compressed.
その間に LHC からこのペケロッパを経由して電話レンジまで戻さないといけない。まあ36バイトプラスアルファ程度のデータなら楽勝で間に合うを。
Given how quickly it's going, it's doesn't seem like a problem.
タイムリープマシン側では起動と同時にカーブラックホール効果が発生してリング特異点が生成されてる。放電現象が発生したらリング特異点内を通り抜けさせる。
So basically it gets converted and then it gets sent through to the past again with the aid of the time leap machine. And the actual transfer through time basically works the same as D-mail.
データはタイマーに入力しておいた時間分を遡り過去の携帯電話へとつながる。
That's assuming that the recipient has a phone, and more specifically that the phone is actually on and charged at the
リング
specific
特異点
time.
を通り抜けて過去の携帯電話に到達する頃には23ミリ秒が経過してデータは自動的に解凍されているはず。解凍と同時にデコードプログラムが展開して電気信号から神経パルス信号に戻す。
Well, that's very important, otherwise it couldn't actually go back into the recipient's hippocampus, so to
受
speak.
信先の携帯電話に到達すると神経パルス信号は送話口から 0.02 アンペアほどの微弱な放電現象となって発せられるの。これが携帯電話を耳に当てている受信者のこめかみ付近に放射されるわけ。
受信者が電話の呼び出しに出るのが前提だな。
Yeah, that's the only real
で
drawback
なけ
to
れば
this.
記憶の転送は失敗に終わる。まあこの場合は特にデメリットは何もないわ。コピーデータが消滅するだけだから。
Again, I suppose it's
メールでは
something.
なく電話をかけることにした理由は？
携帯電話が受信者のこめかみ付近にあることでデータを受信者の側頭葉に送り込みやすくなるから。
That does make sense. She indicates the side of her head.
人間のこめかみ周辺には大脳前頭葉と大脳側頭葉が位置してるんだけど、最初に言った通り側頭葉は海馬傍回があって記憶を貯蓄する場所なの。そこに送信者の全記憶の塊である神経パルス信号が携帯電話から放射される。これで記憶の上書きは完了。
And that is basically the process of how time leaping basically works. From August 13th back to August 8th. So that's 5 days ago. I believe that's
同時
pretty
に
straightforward.
携帯電話からは前頭葉を刺激する神経パルス信号も出すわ。これ重要。
That's one of the only questions we really have left is that we still have no idea of what effect that this will have on the recipient's psyche, even if this does go well.
前頭葉から側頭葉へはトップダウン記憶検索信号というのが発信されてる。これは記憶を思い出すときに発信される信号。
Unfortunately, we still probably have the same problem that we had with sending D-mails, which is basically even if the person actually, the recipient in question actually gets the message, will they follow through on it, or will something
前頭葉
completely
を刺
different
激する
happen?
神経パルスを放射することでこのトップダウン記憶検索信号を意図的に発信させる。
And Kurisu is still explaining the neurological process of how the time leap works.
これによって 送信者から送られた全記憶を受信者に強制的に思い出させるという作用が発生する。
That might not be entirely correct, but then again, we wouldn't actually know from here.
未来の記憶を思い出すのよ。
That's if there isn't any real damage to their psyche in question.
それに必要な時間は1秒に満たない。結果、受信者は送信者と全く同じ記憶を持つ状態となり、タイムリープは完了。例えば、送信者と受信者の時間差が1週間ある場合、受信者は1週間後の未来までに自分が体験した記憶を思い出すことになるわけ。
That, or he might struggle to actually comprehend that week's
注意すべきなのは、
memories.
意識や人格は転送しないということ。その2つは受信者に依存する。
Personality, that was the other thing I was thinking
おっ
about.
ぱいに例えて教えてくれ。
Thank you very much, Daru.
お
Kurisu dissolves into a blushing, stammering mess. Looks like it's up to me to answer Daru's question. Obviously
現
not.
在のダルの記憶を小学生の頃のダルへと転送したとする。
Let's try a different approach, shall we?
今のダルは2次元にも3次元にも無機物にも燃えられる変態だが、小学生時代はまだまだ無邪気な鼻垂れ小僧だったはず。
小学校時代の僕はそれは真面目なクソガキでしたが何か。
つまり記憶は今の19歳の変態ダルのものだが、意識、人格はその真面目なクソガキのままとなる。
We're basically trying to preserve a little of Kurisu's dignity here.
見た目は
mind
子供
you.、
頭脳は大人な名探偵は成立しないということだ。
なんだつまらん。
This isn't like the time leaping you see in sci-fi novels. We aren't capable yet of transferring personality and consciousness, and we're not exactly capable of physically time leaping either.
携帯がブラックホールとホワイトホールのような役割を果たすから、記憶を送れるのは自分が携帯を持ってる時期の範囲内になる。
And remember from the D-mail experiment with Rukiko that cell phones weren't widespread in Japan until 1996, so we can't go any farther back than that. And given the age difference between ourselves from back then and us now, there could be a lot of psychological trauma
注意すべきなのは、
involved.
送信者と受信者は同一人物でなければならないということ。
Yeah, that is something that we cannot control. If for some reason the recipient in the past lost his phone and somebody else had it, that would actually be a huge problem.
例えば過去の自分ではなく、親や友達が代わりに出てしまった場合、神経パルス信号はその親や友達に向けて放射される。そうなると親や友達の体に送信者の記憶が上書きされてしまう。下手をすると重大な人格障害が起きるかもしれない。
Kurisu, I would like to point out once again that the same thing could probably happen to the recipient himself, but I digress. Kurisu ends her explanation and takes a short breath. The lab falls into silence. I exchange glances with Kurisu and Daru. I look at Mayuri, but her expression is blank. I guess it was too complicated for her.
それで
clear my throat. It's time for the million-dollar question.
どうする?
What do we do with it?
どうするって?
タイムリープマシンの扱いについてだ。
That is a excellent question, and apparently nobody has an answer, not even Kurisu. I already know that she fears we created a monster. Honestly, I feel the same way. After a few moments, Kurisu finally speaks.
私たちの手に負える代物じゃないのは確かよ。一番無難なのは研究機関に譲渡して国家プロジェクト扱いにしてもらうことね。
That would be the safest thing, Kurisu. I mean, it's somewhat different from using a D-mail, although D-mails have been actually do have quite a bit of range and influence as well, given that we've changed world lines. I can tell that she's not pleased with this conclusion. She's obviously would prefer to experiment with this technology herself. After all, it's humanity's first time machine. We've finally taken our first steps towards godhood of a sort. I'm sure that all the nations of the world would pay billions just for one look at our machine. That is, if they didn't try and steal it through industrial espionage first. The possibilities that it represents are limitless. Not really. There are limitations to the time leap machine.
実感が湧かないな。
Indeed it doesn't.
マユシーも湧かないよ。
And Mayuri's still puzzled.
いや、マユシは何も手伝ってないからっしょ。
そうだったね。
You still did some good work on those costumes.
岡部の意見は
Kamima.
ちなみに法王院じゃなくて岡部の意見ね。
Now that is a good question. I agree that the time leap machine is dangerous. On the other hand,
実験してみたい気持ちはある。
we actually want to see if it works. I state my honest feelings. Kurisu gasps.
だが実際にタイムリープを行うには問題が多すぎる。
Indeed, too many unknowns. Not just for us, but all of humanity.
誰がタイムリープするんだ?
And that, Rintaro Okube, is the right question. And with that, it is time to end the episode here. And when we return, adventurers, we shall do some more pondering and hopefully find the answer to which one of us will actually undergo the time leap. As always, until next we meet.